have that song in my, you know that? The Eagles, Lion Eyes. You can't hide your lion eyes. It's in my head. I wonder if that's the last thing that was on the radio outside in my car. I'd like to see them. Windy, Montana. It's windy here, too. Howdy. Jane from Calgary, as always. Kind of not very talkative, like just saying hi to everybody. Jimmy from Vegas, hope Rainey's okay, doing all right. Pablo Lobo, Paul Wolf. Oh, I get it, Pablo Lobo. Did you get banned so you had to change your name? Like, what's his name did? John Furman. What was his? Mark Swallows. Yeah. Pablo Lobo. That's catchy, though. I like that. Loma, Montana. There you go. Hello. I like when some. Oh, no, it's Johnny Furman. No, it's John. John's back, but it's Johnny. Yeah. Jennifer had surgery today, typing one-handed. Bless your heart. Pablo Lobo, he did get banned. He got suspended, so now it's Pablo Lobo instead of Paul Wolf. Okay, I won't tell anybody. Eric E. Knutson, where's Shorty? Good job, E. Oh, they were Shorty, you guys. Man, look at it. They're toying with us. They're toying with us today. Dang it. Yeah, Keith Cartwright. He's always Katie Souza. Hi, Katie from California. Yeah, thanks, Timber. Good answer there. Throwing that out there already. Look at over 200. See, we're setting attendance records today. Well, it's funny what happens when it gets early or when it gets dark this early. Yeah, Carolyn, there you go. Where's JV? It's good that everybody's catching on to our snarky isms when we answer that now. That everybody's a smart ass like we are. Yeah, Katie, not like the California girl in Deadwood. Holy crap. Obnoxious. You are right. Hambone, I need to come again. I need to get over to Butte. I'll make a trip over. Well, everybody, it's been a good week. So far, so good. Good to see everybody. We got good numbers. I'm glad everybody joined us tonight. A few things to talk about, but we're going to get right to it because we want to get finished because there's a warm pumpkin bundt cake right over there. Yeah. Dave's having a piece. Logan's having a piece. Are you ready, Logan? It's Tuesday night. The clock on the wall here says it's about 7:05. So we better get rolling so we can get to the bundt. It's time. It's a little according to Flint live. Oh, welcome everybody. Greatest Flint segment ever. Clint Atkins unscripted. It was good. I like when Clint and I did it from Binford, and we didn't have we didn't have Wi-Fi, we didn't have anything. So we ended up using a hotspot and a phone, I think. Like, it was a mess. It wasn't that we didn't know what we were doing. We couldn't get any service. So back it off. I'm telling you. Welcome, everybody. Got a few things to talk about today. Talk about our fan of the week later. We will, all of them, asking where Shorty is, just to be smart ass. James DeBoard, see you in San Antonio. Great. That's close to home for you, James. It's always good to have you out in the arena there. Always at PBR. So anyway, good to see everybody. I was told you guys suspended from PBR for steroid use. Yeah, hymns. I mean, well, my since this is kind of our, I'll tell you, I mean, you can laugh all you want, but they found out my grandpa had a drug problem. He was addicted to Viagra. Nobody took it harder than my grandma. That's a Brad Narducci joke. Come on. Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. That's funny. I'll bet my dad's laughing right now. Yeah. Hey, let's talk about, we had a great weekend last night. You ready? It is time. Once again, let's do a little weekend recap, if you will. Let's talk about a little Deadwood, South Dakota. By the way, cracked it out today, thanks to you're an alum, aren't you? Oh, yeah. From a graduate of Deadwood High School, David Allen scores me the Deadwood Bears. Now, you might be thinking, okay, whatever. It's the Deadwood Bears. It's a mascot. Oh, but wait. This is sort of like wearing a Belfry Bats shirt or a Chester Coyotes, or they're not the Deadwood Bears anymore. And I learned something in Deadwood. I did not know this, that our man David over here, his mom was the mayor of Deadwood when they consolidated with the town a couple miles down the road, Lead, and it became Lead Deadwood. And the mayor, what was her first name? Mayor Barbara Allen, not happy, not a fan of Lead. What was Lead? They were the Gold Diggers. So you had to take their name. That is insult to injury. They didn't even come up with a new mascot. It just became the Lead Deadwood Gold Diggers. And they could have been the Gold Digging Bears or the Golden Bears or something. But so not happy. So the Deadwood Bears doesn't exist anymore, except right here on this shirt that I will wear with pride for the remainder of my days. But Deadwood was great. It was really, I don't know. I always used to say that I did such, grinded through the early days of my career at old rodeo grounds that I love going to big arenas because that's more my thing. But now that I'm in just arenas and it looks the same week after week, to go to a historic old rodeo grounds like Deadwood, it's refreshing. Like, I had a really good time. Speaking of the historic rodeo grounds, do we have that picture? So I check into my hotel on Friday evening. You can see the long shadows as the sun sets in the west. I opened my curtains of the DoubleTree there at Cadillac Jack's Casino, look across the street, and that's the Deadwood Days of 76 rodeo grounds. Really great rodeo in July, by the way, and pack the people in there. And yeah, we went in, the wooden bucking chutes, left them the same, didn't put up our own bucking chutes, used their arena. And some of those big shots that TV gets, that CBS gets, it was spectacular with the sun setting, and then on Sunday with the sun shining. It was great. And right behind the arena is historic Ferguson Field, the football field, where the Lead Deadwood Gold Diggers play. But we went over Saturday morning and watched Pee Wee football all morning. There was like 4 games. And it's the 49ers. The kids are the 49ers. So it was the 49ers hosting the Patriots. An epic matchup. The Patriots, the Douglas Patriots, they were from Box Elder, which is just east of Rapid City. Oh, yeah, they were the Patriots. Patriots 49ers, epic matchup. As we know, the Patriots have not been the same since Gronk and Brady left. So the 49ers played them hard. So, but then on Sunday, we have video. The mountain sheep come down and jump the rock wall and eat on the high school football field. During the show, during the PBR, 4 mountain sheep come over and start eating the grass again off the football field. So I belly crawled. I was going to get real close to him, then leave him alone, and then some little kid came up and ran him off. So, a little fart. I'm like, what are you doing out here? What? No, come here. And he takes off running and chases the sheep up. Come on, kid. Take it easy. But anyway, as he was supposed to do, as would fall into the storyline that we're looking at, Jose Vitor Lemi is out for a few weeks. I just said before we went on there, it would not surprise me if he keeps an eye on the situation and just stays out till the World Finals. Wouldn't surprise me. But while the champ is gone, Kaique Pacheco gets the win in Deadwood. And just, that's what you got to do. You got to take advantage. Take advantage when the champ's gone. Speaking of the old arena, some of our bosses, like people in the office or people that work for PBR, that all they've done is PBR. Old school Deadwood arena. Man, you know how many old rodeo arenas I've been to? Like, that's just rodeo. That's just rodeo. That's just Western sport. That's Western lifestyle right there. So congratulations to the Iceman, Kaique Pacheco, getting the win, just riding lights out. Another guy that my guy to watch for going into this last part of the into the World Finals, may have secured his spot in the World Finals, number 29 in the world, Dalen Swearingen, who we all know can do it. So it's not like a big surprise. But Dalen rode, I think he might have won the first, both of the long rounds, and then bucked off in the short round and ends up third, moves him up to 29th in the world. So he's one of our favorites. And, of course, Dalen Swearingen does well in Deadwood because much like possibly a distant relative, Al Swearingen, the Gem Theater. Remember the HBO series Deadwood? So popular. Ian McShane, British actor, played Mr. Swearingen. Look at, there they are. There's Dalen on the left. Look at, they're both pissed off at the world. Look at, Dalen's usually smiling. So there's Dalen, Mr. Swearingen on the left, and Mr. Swearingen on the right in Deadwood. I don't think that's coincidence. I think it was fake. I think it was the ghosts of Deadwood coming out of the woodwork on the wood arena. That's what it is. So there you go. Nice job, Swearingen. So there you go. A little weekend recap. I'll go look at a couple questions. Why is the PBR no longer during the Pendleton Roundup? Wow, just getting to that. They changed to the Extreme Bulls Finals of the PRCA. So that's why. That's all I can say. Maybe since we're kind of getting off schedule, heading into the next few weeks, I should be salty today. I'll look to be salty today. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have the salty graphic ready. Let's see what everybody's got to say. This is what I write. This is what I like, is looking at comments, questions. Timber loves the old arena. They're cool. Let's see. Just like always, as soon as I look at the questions, everybody stops typing. Marcus Dalen is warming up at the right time. He is. And his two long round bulls, go round number 1 and go round number 2, I think 90% of the guys would have bucked off, but he just scrambled. He'll spur his way out of trouble. Dalen Swearingen can spur his way out of trouble. I think he's starting to feel better. Anyway, I've got a question for you. Evan will be showing the city release of the schedule for the upcoming PBR events. We are not allowed. I have a rough schedule that is what we call internal, Evan. I know you ask a lot of questions. I'm not even showing Logan or David yet. Maybe I can. But it's a little, because it's fluid right now and scheduling is taking place for next winter and spring, I'm not allowed to divulge that information yet. All right. Are you stopping your Facebook live shows? I will get to that in a minute. We'll get to that. I would like to take this opportunity today to wish my friend I don't even know, he's like the nephew I never had. I have nephews, but he's like the one I didn't have. Jess Lockwood, Jess, are you 23 or 24? I can't remember. Is he 24 now? There's me, that's my friend Mandy, who's one of our PR girls for PBR, took that picture of Jess and I. And I know we're sitting up on a fence, but I can tell you exactly what we were doing in that picture. Jess and I were in Glendale, Arizona, went in early and did media and TV appearances for the Glendale, Arizona event. So we went into Phoenix that morning. brought a trailer and panels, and unloaded a bull out of that trailer. That is in the parking lot of a TV station, of a news station. And we were just waiting. It was a classic TV deal where we got there and then sat for an hour. So as we were visiting, it was a beautiful morning, and we climbed up on the fence and sat there, and we were just visiting, laughing. And Mandy took that picture, and I've kept it. She posted that today, but I have that picture too. And I should get it printed because I think, I don't know, it's one of my favorite pictures. Jess and I were covering a lot of important crap right there. And so we brought took the bull out. They came out with cameras. We did interviews with the bull in the background, the parking lot of a TV station in Phoenix. So that was the picture. So happy birthday, Jess. He posted a video. Jess Lockwood posted a video today getting on a practice bull last night. Said he felt no pain, felt like he never had surgery. So we'll look for him. He'll wait till the time's right, for sure. Anyway. But Mike, get one printed or one drawn? My buddy Mike, we need to do like my buddy Mike Hamlin, who in my opinion is one of the great artists in our country and lives in Butte. If you go to his Facebook page, Mike Hamlin, go follow his stuff. I think we need to do like an official portrait of me. He's talked about it. But the pencil sketch of me that Mike did that and sent it. I went to college. We were on second floor Centennial Hall at Dillon at Western Montana College. But yeah, so we need to do that. I need to get over there and see what we could do. Do it like, wasn't it Kramer on Seinfeld had one done? A portrait done? That'd be have a pipe. So anyway, good to see you on here, Michael. So couple things I want to cover. Evan, how about Montana State football team? Montana and Montana State are both good. I think the university, we're Montana State fans. We're Bobcats, but the University of Montana, I think, is really good. I think the Bobcats are really good too, but Grizzlies are looking tough. That pains me to say that, but it's true. I have a couple things I need to cover, which possibly could go under the topic. I'll say this. Yeah, Kurt Blake says they're almost as good as Wyoming. Boy, that Wyoming squeaked one out against Yukon this week, the worst team in America. I don't know, Kurt. I thought the Bobcats were the better team in the Wyoming-Montana State game. They just didn't win. Ooh, Wyoming? Yep. Yeah. They barely beat Yukon. And Yukon is the butt of jokes on ESPN. Just saying. And I'm kind of a Wyoming fan. So, yeah. Anyway, I will be in Greensboro, North Carolina. Of course. Did I miss Roundup? I mean, it's funny when you don't go somewhere where you've gone a long time. I guess at this point in my career, I kind of just compartmentalize things. What if I sat around and was pissed because I wasn't in Pendleton? I mean, then you get nothing done. So, yeah, I mean, always. It was hard to not be a part of that week, but I guess that's just, it's business. So that's part of the deal of this job. I'll say this. Let's cover this right now. On my video leading into this broadcast today, I said it would be our last scheduled official According to Flint Live on a Tuesday night. Let's get everything straight here. We are going to have a presence even on Facebook. There's going to be topics I want to talk about, and we'll just make an announcement. Hey, we're going to go live on Tuesday. But as far as scheduling every Tuesday, we wanted to make that announcement so that people, sorry, I was reading something. So that people don't expect it every Tuesday. And I'll tell you why. When we set out to do this, when David called me and said, hey, we need to work on some things, and we sat down, we said, the country was shut down. Like, remember, Dave, we couldn't even go to lunch because there was no restaurants open. It was in the midst of shut down. So we came in and set up the phone, I think. Yeah. We do it with the phone, and put a desk in the corner and hung a jersey behind me. We should go back and look at those. So we just did it to interact, to give everybody, to give you people something to do while the country was shut down. That was the point of this. We have now been doing it, not every Tuesday, but damn, we haven't missed many for a year and a half. Well, in the meantime, we have a cool set. We have lights. We have lighting. We have a light back here. Logan's sitting at a table covered with a bunch of equipment, and he has no freaking idea what most of it is. But we have, when I say we, I mean these guys have invested in a lot of good equipment, and we have, the reason we started doing this was for it to lead to something else. Could I just take the easy way and BS with everybody on Facebook every Tuesday? Yeah, and I'm still going to pop on here once in a while on Tuesday. Maybe it'll be with my phone from my place. Maybe I'm going to do some more live from the locker room, Facebook Live. We're not disappearing. We're just changing a little bit. We now have the ability. By the way, the podcast, according to Flint, recorded one today. It's staying. This is not the podcast. I've had to explain that to a lot of people. Okay? But we're still pumping out every other Thursday, just like always, some great guests on my podcast. It's a Tuesday Night Live, Facebook Live that we're changing because we now have the ability to do some really nice things. We have monitors. We can play, as you've seen, we can do video clips or pictures, split screens. We're able to do, and by we, I mean those guys. I'm just the talent. As Kurt Blake knows, I'm the talent. But with that ability, why not take it and do something? So basically, watch for us. We'll make an announcement if we want to do a Facebook Live because it's fun to see everybody's comments. It really is. So I'm still going to be around, but here's what we're doing. And the reason we're phasing out the Tuesday Night Live is there's only so many ways you can stretch yourself. And when you want to do something right, you don't want to pile it on. So we still got to record podcasts. But yes, even though Lita Frost, you said don't do Pluto. I was approached a little bit by PBR, and we are doing a once a week half-hour show on RidePass on Pluto. It will be so far what we're now supposed to start next week, next Thursday, October 7th. Waiting for confirmation from the PBR today, but I'm pretty sure that's what we're shooting for. So it will be every Thursday night, I think it's 7 o'clock Mountain Time. Is that right? We don't know yet, the time, but we're looking at Thursday. And we're looking at next Thursday, October 7th as the very first show. So you got to go to Pluto and RidePass, and we're going to do a half-hour show, a couple commercial breaks, basically a TV show. I won't be able to take questions and read the comments like I do here, but I will randomly put out a video on social media where I take your questions and address about 3 questions from random guests on that show. It's a little more polished, but not formal, right? It's still us. It's still me. We'll dress it up a little, and we're hoping to get a stretch to a little bigger audience. And we're trying, basically, what's the point of going through life if you don't challenge yourself a little bit? And we want to show people what we can do. And that, my years in the arena are limited at this point in my life. So always trying to set ourselves up for something good. And the other thing is, I don't know about you guys, but I know this is fun for everybody, but this is kind of what we do. And we wouldn't, check me if I'm wrong, we wouldn't mind making some money at this. Right? Right? Is that, who vote? Who's voting for trying to make money at this? Anyway, but we're just challenging ourselves. So, hey, not going completely away. The podcast is still going to be out there. I will interact on Facebook from events and once in a while on a Tuesday, but as far as scheduled Tuesday, we will let you know, not when we're not going to do it, we'll let you know when we are going to do it. So catch us, be watching. PBR is, hopefully we're going to get a little help from them social media wise and put out that show starts next Thursday, October 7th. That's what we're doing. We're challenging ourselves a little bit. So, serious question. Will I still be a you people now that the live is over? You people will always be my people. How's that? But, it's cool because, by the way, thanks, John Furman. Chiseled was the bull of the event, by the way, in Deadwood. Oh, yeah. Thank God. Thank God. But, it comes out right now as I look, there's 220 people watching live. And then we have a lot of people that log on once it's posted. Ask Will Kane to get you on Gutfeld. That'd be good. I'm not sure he can just show up. And a lot of it, as far as the comments every week, it's a lot of times the same people every week. And so we appreciate you week after week. Now it's up to us to expand that a little bit and bring some more people in to lavish in the joy that is us. How's that? Yeah. Audio, John Furman, adios, don't have that. Thanks for the laughs. All about the money. Okay. There you go. I say one thing about we'd like to make money. Now it's all about the money. Screw you, John. Come on, man. John, what do you do? John, what do you do for a living? John, and I know you're probably kidding, but what do you do? Oh, by the way, John Furman, what's that? Pluto is free. John, I want to show everybody. I've had people go, that Pluto, I don't get that. I want to show you something. I meant to do this. I went to the Play Store, where you go to the App Store, and I just searched Pluto. I did. By the way, everybody, we just I was joking about wanting to get paid. Yeah, we all want to work for a living. This isn't all about the money. But little tip for you. We ain't getting money. Yeah, I was joking. So I download Pluto on my phone, okay? So look where it is. It's right there. I want to show you, for all of you who are fighting the Pluto thing, I want to show you something. I downloaded it. It loaded on the home screen of my phone. Guess what? You don't have to give your phone number, your email, no personal information. And I've never seen an app like that. And I hit the button for Pluto. Boom. There it is. Guess what? Watch it load. There's Pluto. Yeah. What the heck is Pluto? I'm showing you. There it is. It's on. That's it. So then I go, by the way, it's channel 720. And it's PBR all the time. Premier Series. Guess what you do? You click on there. And it'll play. It's TV right away. There it is. So that's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. That's Pluto. PlutoTV.com. So you go on. Watch from the start. Premier Series Classic. PBR Premier Series Classic. And it starts. You don't have to give any information. All you got to do is download the app, and there it is. There you go. Look at that. It's PBR. Look at it. There it is, old school. Let's see what they're watching. Let's see what they're showing today. This is old school.
From the historic Cowtown Coliseum in Fort Worth, Texas,
that's old school Dan Miller, Donnie Gay. The 1994 Tough Hedeman Championship Challenge.
Cowtown Coliseum in Fort Worth, Texas.
That's awesome. There you go. That's what Pluto is. So we're going to be Thursday nights on Pluto. Once a week. How's that? Everybody, John. Look at John now laughing at me because he got me riled up. You know what I am today? Get ready. You know what I am, John? When you throw your smart ass stuff at me, I'm salty. Don't. Oh. Wait, let's try it again. Know what I am, John? Oh, no, it won't dub over. I like it with... How you do it? Can you get it or no? He can't get it. Do it without me in the picture. Just do. There it is. Look out. Salty alert. Salty alert. Pluto is easy to access, but doesn't have a guide to what's on. Yeah, actually it does. You were just on it. There's a guy. I was just on the guide. That's how I picked it. It goes right to the guide. Everyone's leaving to download Pluto. So anyway, yeah, the guide, so you can just scroll through. You know what Clint Atkins, our buddy Clint Atkins, you know what he watches now? What he found on Pluto? The Price is Right channel. It's The Price is Right all the time. And now that's all he talks about. Man, he was doing Plinko the other day, playa. Clint Atkins. Yeah. And so Dalton Arnold telling me about COVID. Anyway, but, the other thing. So what will it be? Our half-hour show, we'll do a weekend recap. I probably, practically every week, we have the ability to bring in a guest. So we'll have people like Clint Atkins, Matt West, Justin Falisco, get some riders on for a little 10-minute segment. We'll show some videos. We'll break down some rides. Basically similar to what we've been doing here, just a little more polished. And the fun thing is we can bring in guests for that show. So it's a half-hour talk PBR, talk rodeo show. So it should be fun. Anyway, only learned about Pluto because of PBR. Me too. The guide doesn't give what's coming on future days. Okay, Thursday. I don't know. By the way, I can tell you we're going on there, but I can't really answer a lot of technical questions on Pluto. I just know how it's really easy. It's so simple. So, yeah. Anyway. The issue is it's often not the live events. If Marcus kind of answered this question, here's what it is. So Saturday night in Deadwood, it was live on Pluto. And I'll tell you why. Because it wasn't televised on CBS Sports Network. CBS Sports Network has a TV contract. So if it's airing live or airing on CBS Sports Network, it can't stream on another platform at the same time because they have TV rights. So basically, CBS Sports Network is really in a lot of, if you don't have that in your satellite package or your cable package, I can't help you with that. I don't know what to tell you. But if it's not on Pluto, it's on CBS Sports Network. If it's not on CBS Sports Network, it's on Pluto. I don't know that I've ever said this. PBR has more access on television or streaming than anything else. I mean, it's as easy to watch PBR as anything. I wish I could watch every single Montana State football game. I can't find it. And I love football. So I know we want access 100% all the time, but anyway. Kurt Blake, I like you. Maybe I need a Pluto show. No, Kurt, maybe. There you go. This guy says it was awesome watching it while camping live out on Pluto on his phone. There you go. Another little something. Here is, I learned this. This was the words of my daughter, Paige. I never get specifically political on this show. I think people probably know where I stand on a lot of stuff, but it's always been my commitment in my job to not go specific political, and that isn't this either. But my daughter, Paige, brought something to my attention. So I'll go with it. I'll say this. Do you know the reason that there are horse patrols? Whether it's police officers, border patrol. Do you know why they patrol on horses and what the purpose is? Because people are less likely to attack and injure an animal than they are another person. So when patrolling on horseback, it creates a more peaceful confrontation than if it was just man against man on foot. Horses, in general, tend to calm a crowd and create a situation that isn't as confrontational. It's more peaceful. And as our country slowly has moved completely away from any knowledge of, for one, history, anything Western, anything agriculture, people lose touch of what works and what doesn't and the history of those kind of things. Now, how would my daughter, 20-year-old Paige, why would I take her word for it? Well, I'll tell you. My former father-in-law, a great man named Jim Grasky, played a pivotal role in inventing the horse patrol for the U.S. Border Patrol. He patrolled the mountains alone on horseback outside of Sierra Vista, Arizona, and busted drug smugglers in the mountains and really helped build up that horse patrol. That's not a political statement. That's just knowledge. But I'll also say this. They had no idea we had a horse patrol. I can guarantee it. I can guarantee the leaders of our country didn't have any idea that we actually had they thought guys just got on horse. Now that's an opinion. Just the way it came out. But anyway, that's interesting knowledge about horses. So it actually diffuses situations instead of creates situations. So that's a little knowledge from my daughter, Paige, and I'm sure she probably learned a little bit of that from her grandpa, who is kind of a bigwig in that stuff. So there you go. Just a thought. There you go. Let's see. Who's disagreeing with? Because horses are cool. I know. Let's see. What else? Oh, yeah. And the Border Patrol rescue Mustangs they've used. That's right. Marcus, you are correct. There you go. Las Vegas Police Department disbanded their mounted patrol. We were out on the street, out on Bill Clinton Boulevard in Little Rock, and that's kind of a main street, cool place downtown in Little Rock. And there were two horse patrol police officers there, and we came and scratched their horses and asked them where they got their horses, and they were just out. It was a Friday night. It was cool. They're good guys. Yeah. So anyway, by the way, as I said, we are still doing podcasts. We have great numbers with Cody Lambert. If you haven't watched the podcast with our friend Cody Lambert, really great podcast. Thank you for the support on that. It's been a good one. This Thursday, 8 a.m., we release, we'll put all the links right here on Facebook. My latest podcast, shifting gears a little, still in the rodeo world, but very timely. And Marcus, I got to give you credit because you had said when PBR stepped up and really made breakaway roping a main event in the WCRA rodeos. And I kind of said, well, it's been around forever. Yeah, breakaway roping has been around forever. That motivated the PRCA and different other places to include breakaway roping for the great women ropers across the country. So Marcus, I thought of you today when this lady talked about why breakaway roping is becoming popular. She's a world champion. She was last year's WPRA world champion breakaway roper. Great cowgirl, clinician. It's Jackie Crawford, legendary in the ladies roping events, friend of our family, a wife, a mom, and still one of the greatest ropers in the world, guy or girl. We had a chance that just recorded that podcast. Actually did that today. It comes out Thursday. Here's a little something with me and Jackie Crawford.
I never really understood like that you could be, have fun in the practice pen. So until I went to Trevor Brazil's and like spent some time at Trevor Brazil's in the practice pen. And I literally I would hurt from laughing all day long.
Yeah.
And the whole time the guy is literally busting his tail working at, 4 different events or whatever, however many events he did. I don't even know. He did a lot. Okay. And he's just busting his tail all day. And most people would be so pissed off and tired and just like whatever. And he laughed and made it fun all stinking day long. And that's just how it is. And it was like, this guy's the greatest in the world. And he is making a ball of every single day in this whole process. And I was like, your life is made up of the process. You're going to spend more time in the process than anywhere else. So you better learn to enjoy it.
Good clip. Nice job, Logan. Good job, Slim Shady. Logan, Slim Shady. Call him Slim Shady. Anyway, according to Flint, the podcast, as well as our Facebook Live, and according to Flint Live on Pluto in the future, brought to you by the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation. The Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation values the Western lifestyle and our wild landscapes. To find out more about RMEF or how you can get involved to better help ensure the future of elk, other wildlife, their habitat, and our hunting heritage, go to rmef.org. RMEF.org. Here's a message from our friends at the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation.
It's a time-honored tradition, passed down from generations. And even though we don't know what tomorrow holds, we can do our part today to ensure the future of elk, other wildlife, their habitat, and our hunting heritage. Join today and help us ensure the future.
All kinds of local things going on with the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation, local chapters, again, RMEF.org. You can find out where local auctions, fundraisers, all different things and ways to get involved with the RMEF at RMEF.org. Now, sorry, I'm pulling it up on my phone. There you go. This week, there you go. Marcus, J.J. Hampton, Larry D. Guy, Hope Thompson, Jackie Crawford. Man, the list is just getting longer of great, great ropers. She said something that reminded me of when we talk about great bucking bulls today. You were listening, Logan. I don't know if you remember how there's always been great ropers. Now there's just so many of them. Kind of reminded me of what we talk about with Cody Lambert and stuff. So anyway, I floated out our Cooper Tires Fan of the Week topic this week. And Tyler Whitey on the line telling me, love you, sexy. That's Whitey. Do you know Whitey? Do you remember Whitey? White beard. I don't know if you met Whitey. Anyway, good to see you on here, Whitey. I appreciate it. So floated out the Fan of the Week this week, and I said, what did we bring to you? Kind of a what do you like the most a little bit, and there was just some great answers. Keeps you up to date about the PBR. Thanks, Brad. Other stories, humor mixed in. Have thoroughly enjoyed the camaraderie, banter between you and all of us. The fact that you were simply you. I appreciate that. The fact that you were simply you. You're down to earth and relatable. I think I could say, and it may not, I probably won't be as relaxed on the more polished show, but this is, I think probably compared to like the arena, they probably get, this is me a little more. Yeah, this is pretty much me. Like if somebody drives me crazy, you can tell. If somebody pisses me off, you can tell, right? Yeah. Like, because I get salty. Right? Yeah, this is me. Yeah. Anyway. You brought us a ton of understanding of how the PBR works and keep us informed. That was kind of the point. And you bridged a gap during, COVID. Thanks, Cheryl. Keeping us engaged with your life and all the things PBR. I have enjoyed listening to all your podcasts. You can keep me entertained. I like this. I've enjoyed the feeling of camaraderie, hope, humor, and stability tuning in has provided. When all the world was preaching the end of normal as we know it, hearing your views and reading the comments on your broadcasts helped me not feel alone in my beliefs. I like that. Lots of them. Let's see. Basically, you know what? It did what we set out to do. Everybody felt connected to how things work, and we brought you insight into PBR. And that's why I say, if something comes up in the PBR and newsworthy, we'll say, hey, we're going live Tuesday night, and we'll cover it some more, and we'll put out a warning, and you can come, and you people can drink with us some more. There you go. Oh, Dave, there you go. Thanks. I like a guy that's on here kind of every week that I taught at Haver High and was good friends with his late mom and dad, who were great people, Ron and Gene. My man, Eric Knutson. I appreciated this. Here's from Eric. According to Flint, gave me an hour or so where I didn't stress about life. Eric, I believe, is a school teacher now himself. Introduced me to a bunch of new music, made me a PBR fan instead of just a Flint fan. My favorite thing, however, was the memories that it brought back. I felt like I was in class, ready to laugh, or watching you guys out back drinking a beer and telling stories, and hoping one day that would be me. I've appreciated these Tuesdays very much. I thought that was really good. Eric's been fan of the night. Most of these people have have won or whatever. So we got to talking, and we just want to thank everybody that has tuned in every Tuesday. We're not going to, well, you know what? I said we're not going to award a true Cooper Tire Fan of the Week, but you could almost call him my co-host, always answering questions I don't want to answer. And actually, Marcus, I got the message you sent me a couple weeks ago, and I appreciate that we were able to keep you company on Tuesday nights too. And I appreciated what you said to me. And I think everyone would agree that it's time that my friend Casey at Team Cooper Tire, some swag on its way, because Marcus, you're our fan of the year. How's that? So there you go. Marcus, we appreciate you've been as loyal. When you weren't here, everybody would say, where the hell's Marcus? So anyway, thanks, Marcus. Good job, buddy. So there you go. Well, there's warm bunt cake waiting. But anyway, this, like I say, we'll be around and join us. Download the app, Pluto. I'll keep you updated right here on Facebook. Watch PBR Facebook page and pbr.com, all their social media. They will as well get behind us a little bit on this. And it's not going to be, listen, I'm not Dan Patrick. I'm not Colin Cowherd. I'm not Jimmy Fallon. But we'll do our damnedest to do a pretty good show for a half hour on Pluto, because RidePass on Pluto looking for content, and we just happen to be content. So thanks to everybody. By the way, San Antonio, Texas this week. If you're anywhere near there, I think it's the AT&T Center, I think is the name of the arena we're at. But anyway, San Antonio, cool city. Go see the Alamo and come watch us at the PBR. That's what's coming up this week. So thanks for joining us, everybody. Been a great time scheduling every single week, but we'll see you soon. We'll be in and out of here. So thanks, everybody. Talk to you soon.